Namaste. Welcome to Sakshi, Mana Sakshi. I am Priya Goteti and Vastu and Graha ki Swagatam, Suswagatam. Most of us have a lot of concerns, myths, questions on tea point, be the shula or street focus. So today our topic of discussion is vast effects on tea point, and to help us understand and provide us with better Vastu solutions, we are back with our expert and leading astrologer, Dr. Dipika Sanghi Gupta. Welcome Dipika ji, how are you?
Thank you. I am good. How are you, Priya ji?
I'm good, Dipika ji. So, Dipika ji, what is actually a tea point?
See, T point is usually the intersection. So when any property, whether it's a house or a building or some warehouse, is made on a T point, is like on the intersection of two roads. At that point, it is called the property of a T point. So usually, the property is something like, sometimes there are the intersection from many sides. So these intersection definitely create some kind of energy, some or the other kind of energies on the property.
Okay. So, but most of them fear taking a house or purchasing a house on the tea point. So, is it all myth or is it really dangerous?
See, it is dangerous if the T point is coming, if that intersection is coming from some wrong direction. But if the intersection is coming from a good direction, then it is one of the best properties. See, just if we talk about the Buckingham Palace, so it is again the main entrance is on the T point, and that T point has really made them, one of the most powerful, country in the world. At one point, they were ruling throughout the world. So when the World War II happened, then they, blocked that T point through a fountain. They made a fountain in the memory of all the soldiers who died in the World War II. And after that, only they started having the downfall. Earlier, that T point was proving so much good for them, was providing so much luck and prosperity for them. So sometimes the T point brings a lot of prosperity, but sometimes it really brings a lot of bad luck also. Just like this, even our the first prime minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru, so his residence also is on the T point, and that T point proved very good for him. Was very like it brought lots of prosperity, name and fame for him. But after some years of that, they made again a fountain in front of that T point. They obstructed it with a fountain, and after that only, the Congress started facing that downfall. I'm not saying that this is the only factor. There can be many other factors, like the horoscope of the ruling person, and what dasha they are going through. Definitely they all matter. But if the T point is at a very good point, then definitely it brings a lot of prosperity.
Mhm. So, Deepika ji, like what are the examples that you have said? The common thing which I notice is the fountain, water fountain. So, is it because of that water body it got disrupted, or it can be anything on the tea point?
See, it can be anything because it was the, like if I talk about Buckingham Palace, so it was a palace. And then even Jawaharlal Nehru's house, he was the first prime minister of India. So again, his house was a very palatial house, according to India, right? So a fountain can be only made in the front of a palace. So that is why the fountain became a common factor. But otherwise, if anything, if the T point is on the good, if the T point is coming from a good roads, and if it is bringing prosperity, and then if you make something to obstruct that T point, then definitely it brings a little bit of bad luck at that time, according to the Vastu Shastra.
Okay. I think we have a first caller today. So, hello. Okay, I think we have some connection issue, I guess, Deepika ji. So, what exactly, which kind of tea house will bring us desirable results?
See, the T points made at the northeast side, the T points at the east side, and the north side brings lot of prosperity. But if the T point is from the south, west, southwest, northwest, then they bring a lot of bad luck according to the Vastu Shastra. The Buckingham Palace has the T point at northeast. Then the White House has a T point at northeast. So northeast T points really bring lots of prosperity, health, not health, but lots of prosperity and wealth. Like I did a Vastu here also in New Jersey. So their houses again is at the intersection of the northeast. So after going in that house, they have really done very good in their job profiles, but there is health issues in that house. So the northeast intersection, the east intersection, the north intersection, the eastern side of northeast intersection, they all bring lots of prosperity, good for the financial matters.
So, Deepika ji, like in USA, mainly we find that it's just only the roads that is considered for T point, or in USA we can find the walking path or the sideways, or just like there will be a path residing, but no one will be using it as a road. So even those are considered as for T point.
See, if it is a walking path, then it will have very less frequency. It depends on the frequency. But if it is a road, then definitely it's going to bring more frequency, because see, the roads are broader. The walking path is very, it's not that broader. So if it is a road, then definitely the frequency will be high. Again, we have to see whether the T point is coming on a good intersection or a bad intersection. If it is a bad intersection, then the frequency of, bad like bad results will be more. And if the intersection is at a good point, then if it is a road, then the good points will be have more frequency. So definitely everything matters.
So, Deepika ji, like most of them fear that even the T point may cause death in a family. So, is it true? Can it be that dangerous?
Yes, it can be that dangerous. And see, if the intersection is coming from the south, if the intersection is coming from the southwest, then it can be really dangerous. But at the same time, see, the family buys the house, then they live in that house for years and years. So, everybody don't have that kind of unnatural death. So that also depends on the horoscope of the person. If the person is going through the dasha of the eighth lord, if the Rahu dasha is activated, then at that time definitely there can be some unnatural death. I have done Vastu of such a house where, people were having like unnatural deaths were very common in the house. So they were having a T point at the southwest side. So the intersection was coming from the southwest.
And Deepika ji, I also see that when a person dies in a house, some people will move out of the house for 6 months or 1 year, or they're reaping the house. Is it necessary? Does it bring good luck or bad luck?
See, again, like I would not say it will bring bad luck or good luck, but definitely the shuddhis should be done. Whatever is in the culture, it should be followed. See, if a person is born as as a Hindu or as a Christian, then definitely our science, the Vedic science says that they have some or the other karma attached to that thing, right? To that family. So that is why they're born in that family, to that parents, they have those siblings. So that is why whatever culture you are born with, definitely follow that for the shuddhi after the death. One should not like definitely the departed soul should be paid all the whatever the culture says.
So, Deepika ji, one more question is that if a house is at the end of the street, like dead end of the street, so does it come under T point? Like it has nothing else, but the dead end of the street only has a house. So will it be
No,
that?
then it does not come under the T point. The T point is only when there is the intersection of the two roads. When your house is at the intersection of the two roads. Like I did a Vastu, so the husband got trapped in a rape case. So, yeah, and it was not that true also. So the house was at the last house, plus it was at the T point, and the T point was coming from the southwest side only. So I did the Vastu and I did all the remedies of that T point, and suddenly that lady was not ready to do any kind of compromise, though she knew that, the case is not right, it's all false case. But after that, the attorney approached to the family and they started saying that yes, we would like to go for some kind of patch up thing. So T point does not only cause death, it can give this kind of problems also.
Okay. So, do we have remedies for like you said, like southeast or southwest, which can cause death in the family? So, do we have remedies for such a kind of T point houses?
See, I would say that first of all, avoid T point houses. Though if it is a northeast also, though if it is a north or the east also, still avoid, because T point house can definitely create a problem at any point of life. If it is a northeast, it will give prosperity, but at the same time there will be health issues. So the health is not guaranteed, right? So that is why, and see, the life is all health and wealth. It should be balanced. So precaution is always better than cure. I would say that totally avoid T point houses. Still, if you are getting some dream house, then go for northeast, north and the east. And yes, the remedies can be done, but the main remedy, the common remedy is like putting a mirror over there so that you can avoid the vibrations coming from that T point. But still, the dasha has to be seen, what dasha the owner is going through, and what if husband and wife both are the houses in the name of both, then we have to check the horoscope of both husband and wife. So few things has to be still seen. But I would say, yeah, if it is possible, avoid T point houses.
So, Deepika ji, if a house is on T point, and what kind of facing would be preferable just to avoid all the Vastu complications? So, which facing of the house is preferable on a T point?
See, it hardly matters that what kind of a facing the house has. It is that the T point is more important. Let's say if the T point is coming from the southwest at the backyard and the house is facing the east, still the house will have the problems. T point is a major problem, and the facing of the house is not that big thing if a T point is coming from the wrong direction. If let's say the T point is coming from the northeast direction and the house is south facing, still it will give the prosperity to the people who are living there. So T point is much bigger concept than the entrance of the house, than the facing of the house. Because T point, if will give results, T point is something like very quick results. So if it is bad, it's definitely going to give bad results. If it's good, it's definitely going to give very good results, only prosperity wise. As I said, see, the White House also has the T point from many sides, right? So, but all of them are positive, all of them. So see, America is one of the leading nations in the world, right? So that is why, though even the White House has many openings, but all the T points are coming from a very positive, all the hits are very, very positive. So the White House is one of the, major leading nation. Oh, sorry, America is one of the major leading nations, right? So hardly matters where the entrance is. If the T point is at the wrong point, then definitely the family is going to be in the problem.
So we have one caller, Dipika ji, Madhu from Ohio. Hi, Madhu.
Hello. Hi, Dipika ji. Good evening.
Hello, Madhu ji. Good evening.
Dipika, I keep following your shows and following your advices here and there, and really like your show. I just have a small question for you. Like my daughter and son-in-law, difference of opinion, picking up small quarrels here and there. So, what do you suggest? Little fights, little difference of opinion here and there, small quarrels, they're fighting every now and then. So, what do you suggest?
Okay, so Madhuji, put a pair of ducks or the dove in the southwest corner, and ask your daughter to put some
I didn't
family
get you. You're asking me to put a duck.
A pair of ducks or dove
Okay.
in the southwest corner.
Dove.
Uh,
Southwest
yeah, or dove
corner.
in the southwest, pair of dove in the southwest corner, and also ask your daughter to put some wedding pictures in the southwest corner of the house. Good if it is in the golden frame, and some of the
Okay.
pictures where they have enjoyed, like some honeymoon pictures or something like that, where they have been enjoying in the eastern side of the northeast corner.
Eastern side of the
So putting
northeast
these
corner.
pictures will
Okay.
definitely bring the positive vibrations in the house.
Changes in their life, because every now and then you hear something or the other, something or other is too much, like for anybody. It's the same situation with every household these days.
Yeah, it is the same situation. But yes,
Same
putting the pictures
situation.
will definitely bring the positive, like putting the pictures and
Pictures of spending time together, going out for honeymoon, those pictures you're talking about?
yeah, those pictures that has to be put in the eastern side of the northeast.
Acha, eastern side of the northeast, eastern side,
Yeah,
and pair of doves or
and the wedding pictures
wedding pictures, okay?
in the southwest corner. Do they have any
Southwest
toilet or
corner.
something in the southwest corner of the house?
Oh, sorry, come again? Come again?
I'm saying, do they have any kind of toilet, half bath, or something like that in the southwest corner of the house, or
Oh,
the
so I have to
kitchen in the
just look for,
southwest?
I have to just look for it. Then what are you supposed to do then, if you have one?
If it is so, then ask them to put some yellow mat over there.
Yellow mat over there. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yellow mat
I'll
over
do that.
there.
I really want to change in the house and the behavior, honestly telling you.
No, no, definitely the vibrations are going to change once you will be putting these pictures, and ask them to put in the golden frame.
In the golden frame. Okay, okay, okay.
In the golden
And we
frame,
always say
yeah.
all, yes, definitely, Dipika ji, definitely. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for the question.
Thank you, Madhuji. I hope and I wish that things get resolved quickly.
Thank you, Madhuji, for calling us, and I hope the remedies that Deepika ji has provided will help you to solve your problems. So, Deepika ji, coming back to our tea point. So, in USA, we see a lot of people purchasing common lots. So, though they don't have a tea point on their house, but if there is on the common lot, maybe the adjacent house, will still it impact them?
No, then it will not impact. If it is a common lot and then, it is the T point is coming at the adjacent house, then it will not affect. But yes, if it is in some or the other way hitting their property also, then it can affect. Otherwise, not.
Okay.
Otherwise,
So,
it will just affect the family where it is actually getting, where that T point vibrations are actually coming. It will affect that family only.
so will it applicable to be in the same case also? Because in India, there'll be a lot of like apartments, community, gated communities. If the community is on a T point, but the house is not on a T point, still it be impacted?
No, then it will not be, because see, when the community or some apartments are getting affected, then see, it's like too many people, right? It's a common passage, then it is not coming specially to one family, then it is not affected. See, sometimes the apartments are the boundary wall gets affected with a very broad road. Some apartments are on the like main roads, big broader roads in India. So, and the T point is coming over there, so it will not affect because many families are living over there. So it will not affect all those families. Let's say one building is getting affected by the T point, other buildings are not. But if one building is also there, then still it's not, because then it's become the common area. Because it's not affecting particular one apartment, it's affecting the whole building. So the whole building cannot be affected. So in that case, if the T point is coming specially to one building, then that T point does not give good or bad results. Let's say if the T point is coming from the northeast, then it is supposed to give good results, but then it will not give good results. Or if it is coming from the southwest, then it has to give bad results, then it will not give the bad results. Because in the apartment, it's the whole building which is getting affected. The T point only affects when it is coming particular to one house, particular to one point. So that family is going to get affected.
Got it. So, Deepika ji, I see a lot of people raising the ground level, like they'll increase the height of the ground or they place a kind of pillar to avoid this T point. So, is it actually works out? Like it helps?
No, it does not help. The tea point remedy is totally different. The good remedy. It can definitely, at one point, it can make the vibrations lower if the negative vibrations are coming. But actually, it is something like first aid kind of a thing. But if you want to get rid of the tea point, then definitely mirrors has to be placed, and then the dasha has to be checked, and accordingly, the remedies has to be given.
Mhm. So only the men in the house is affected by the tea point, or even the women, children, even they get affected?
See, anybody can get affected. So usually the whole family gets affected. But in that family also, whosoever is running through the bad dasha, whosoever is running through the negative dasha gets affected most. Like I said, that in that house, see, the wife was all good. They have two children, they are all good. Only the husband got affected because he was running through the negative dasha. So it depends. But yes, overall, see, if the husband is going through that, then definitely the wife also gets into the stress, right? So yeah, stress level definitely comes to the whole family if one person is also suffering. So but on whole, we have to see the dasha, that whosoever is going through the negative dasha affects the most. But yes, the T point hit will definitely give some or the other kind of stress to the family.
So, like getting a desirable results like Prime Minister Nehruji, you said that his house was on a tea point and it helped him a lot. So, what kind of tea point will give us a desirable results?
See, again, I'll say that taking a T point property is not a good idea. Always avoid taking a T point property, though if the T point is coming from the northeast or the north or the east, still the T point is a little bit of like a risky thing to pick that kind of a property, because it will only give good wealth, but health is not guaranteed. Like as I said, the husband got trapped into a false case. In their house also, they have abundance of wealth. The prosperity is too much, the wealth is good, but this kind of a stress, like he even went to the jail also. So this kind of a stress is too much. So you nobody wants that kind of a wealth where the health, the mental peace goes on a stake, right? So the T point, a good T point will only and only confirms according to the vastu the wealth part, not the health, not the mental peace. It can really get affected. So always avoid T point properties. It's not that good decision. But still, if you have, then remedies can be done to get the desired results.
And coming to this on the roads, Deepika ji, so if the house is on a T point, but one of the road is completely blocked, or they plant it as a garden or something, so still it has an impact?
It can be. We have to check. Like it can be, though there can be that the frequency is not that much, but still it can be that See, if a garden is made, let's say on the T point, if a garden is made or something, then still you have a road to access that garden, right? So it depends how much broad the road is, from where actually the road is coming. So we have to see all those points, and then we can decide whether it will give the good or the bad results according to the position, that whether what kind of a results it's going to give.
Okay, so Deepika ji, this is not on the T point, but there is a house and there is one street or a road that cuts the house, like it comes in between or something like that. So will it still have an impact?
Yeah, it will also have the impact, not as a T point impact, but definitely it is also going to give a negative aspect. See, just take house as it is said that the vastu purush lies in the house. So the a person, if somebody keeps on poking me here or there, then definitely I'll get affected, right? And if somebody yeah, so T point is something like that, it keeps on poking that property. So similarly, the Vastu Purusha. So we say Purusha. So again, it's a kind of a human body. So like if we get irritated, similarly the Vastu Purusha also gets irritated. And from wherever point it is getting irritated, so that part of the that part would bring the stress to the family.
Got it. So the only remedy that we can see for a tea point is placing a mirror. Correct, Deepika ji?
Yeah, I would say changing the house.
Okay.
I would say changing the house should be done as the first remedy. I usually suggest people to change house until and unless they are happy that they are getting wealth, but they don't have health. And if they are happy with the stress, then I say okay, then fine. Otherwise, if they want health and wealth both, then I usually suggest to change the house. That don't live in a tea point property, the first thing. And if they don't want to change, then definitely the mirrors has to be placed. And in the mirrors also, we have to be very cautious at what angle we are placing, how we are placing, what kind of a mirror we are placing, where we are placing, on the ground, middle, upper level. So we have to see all these things. Okay, what kind. So then the energies has to be checked, that how much the family is feeling better or not. So if the family is good with wealth and no health, then keep on living. But if you want health and wealth, then definitely change the house or office, whatever the property is.
Okay. So like most people fear about tea point, so you're also suggesting to avoid as much as possible on the tea point houses.
Yeah,
So
avoid as much as possible. But if you are living in tea point and after watching the episode, see, if you feel that no, things are better, then definitely put a mirror and get rid of negativity. But if you are feeling yes, the problems has been there, sometimes it can be some chronic diseases. So if you feel that there is a problem, then definitely change the house, because that house brings more of negativity than the positivity. And see, we all have one life, so why not to live fully?
and coming to this death, because I see a lot of people, if there is a death happened in a house, and there will be very few buyers interested in purchasing that house. So is it that really impacts?
Yes, that definitely impacts. See, if there has been an unnatural death in the house, then the energies of the house gets very much debilitated. So first of all, the pure shuddhi has to be done, the havan has to be done, and sometimes still the people are not interested in buying that house. In that case, get the vastu done of the house, and see, any property can be sold. Any property. This I say through the vastu. If the property is stuck for 50 years also, still it can be sold if the vastu, according to the vastu, fit is balanced. So definitely the shuddhis has to be done, and after that, if the vastu is done, the property will get sold. That's not a problem. All
So
the elements have to be balanced in the house. If the elements are balanced, the property will get sold.
So I see people placing aloe vera plants like upside down in front of the house to avoid this negativity or this dishti dosha or something like that. So will that really works?
No, that don't work at all. See, these again, I say sometimes, because of the cultural differences, the people put few things, and sometimes see one person has done this, and by chance the dasha was good, or the negativity was controlled, then that person spreads, oh, I done this, so you also do this, and this way the myths get spread, right? So these aloe vera plants, the plants can never control the negativity of T point junction. It can never control. That can be controlled only through the mirrors, or some other remedies are there through which only these T point junctions can be controlled. Otherwise, it is not, the plants don't have that much power to control that negativity.
So finally, what do you wanted to say to the viewers on tea point houses?
I would say avoid tea point houses, first of all, because the tea point houses can bring a lot of problems regarding to the health and can bring stress. Uh, First thing. The second thing, if you are living in the tea point, then try to put some mirror to avoid that negativity, to avoid the stress. And the third thing, I would say that if it is possible, then definitely change the house.
Thank you so much, Dipika ji, for answering all our questions on Tea Point and providing us with your Vastu solutions. If you would like to reach out to Dipika ji for consultation, please call Om Holistic Healings at 732-979-2080. We'll be back next week with another interesting topic on Vastu and Graha Sastra. This is Priya Kotiti signing off, and you're watching Sakshi Sakshi.
Thank you, Priyaji.